And that is what it looks like after just 10 teaspoons. What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome. It's great to see your smiling face. And if you're a very warm beanie like this one, welcome back. Today I'm going to run the richest bucket of pay dirt that I've ever done on this channel. There's a super long story behind where and how I came across this bucket, but the only thing that I can really tell you is that these are the spots that we don't film. I just thought it'd be really cool to show you guys what a truly rich spot looks like. So after you finish watching this video, let me know in the comments below. Would you like to see more cleanups from this spot? This bucket is about 2 days or about 10 hours worth of panning. The gold in these areas is so rich that we don't actually worry about sucking up our snuffer bottle. Once we find a spot, all we do is process the dirt down to about a handful of concentrates, throw it in a bucket like that, and bring it home for later processing. To run this dirt, we've got a few tools. We're going to need 2 cons pans. This is for the coarse classification, this is for the fine classification. We've got our coarse and fine classifiers. Using the Gold Wrap microcell cleanup mats. I've linked them in the description below. Fantastic product to have if you're running large amounts of concentrates. First, the coarse classification. Ooh, might have overfilled that. I've made a big mess and I'm a bit of a stickler for a nice clean work environment. This is all our Plus kitchen deep fryer. We're just going to go through a quick visual look to make sure we can't see any big bits of gold just sitting in there, and then once we've done that, we're going to do a quick pan. We're also looking out for gems. So no huge nuggety bits in that pan, but we did get, I believe, a tourmaline. He's not very good, it's a bit cracked and dirty, but that's okay. That's still a cool little find, so we'll put that aside. I'm just going to take this quarter bucket or thereabouts worth of cons and push it through the kitchen strainer to get the really, really fine particles, and then we can run 2 different lots through the cleanup sluice. Closer. So everyone seems to think that the sluice is the most important part of doing anything like this, but it's actually at this stage, because this gives your sluice the best fighting chance of recovering the gold first go. If you're putting itty bitty gold up against really big black bits of ironstone and tin and all other manner of heavies, it's going to struggle. There's no 2 ways about it. Here we are with our minus and plus kitchen strainer. The first thing we're going to do is put this in the water with the magnet and just get rid of any heavies that might be in there. As you can see, bugger all. Something a lot of people don't tell you about this mat is that there will be tiny little bubbles of air within each cell, and you've got to get rid of them before you start. Otherwise, it won't capture any gold. All of our tailings are running into a bucket for reprocessing. It's only a short sluice. Any micro gold, especially with the quantities we're doing in that size sluice, is likely to get blown out. So rerunning, very important. Right, big stuff first. Let's see if there's any pickers. This is how good that microcell mat is. That's a shotgun pellet, and it just sits there. I see a bit of gold. I see a bit of gold. Where'd he go? He was just up here. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Isn't that a nice speck? And we've got our second shotgun pellet. I'm only about halfway through that pan down there and the gold's starting to reveal itself. This is why it's one of our best spots. So remember, this is our plus size bits. We've got a nice chunk just there. We've got another nice chunk over there. Oh, look at that flake. That is a good bit of gold. And that one, ooh, I didn't even see him before. Most people would have removable mats, but I'm an idiot and stuck mine in. This is what we're left with, so let's give it a bit of a shake together, find out what we got. Oh, look at him. Alright, we got some nice chunkier pieces. And a heap of lead. That's all out of our plus size. That is some good looking gold. Right, and we're going to get a lot more in the under kitchen strainer size. First teaspoon, I've got heaps of gold. Let's do a few more and I'll show you. Alright, that's 10 teaspoons. 10 teaspoons. Oh! And that is what it looks like after just 10 teaspoons. I did warn you that it was going to be the richest bucket of dirt that we've ever processed, even though it was only about a third of a bucket of dirt. But I probably should have warned you about weak hearts. I really love this when the cells start loading up with gold like that, and then you look down in your pan and there's just a wee little speck. Just pop it out to say hello. We're just getting down to the last few teaspoons of concentrates and the mat is looking seriously golden. I mean, how often do you see that? That is a beautiful, beautiful sight. I think any gold miner would be happy with. Okay, that's about as much as I can get out of this pan, so we're just going to pan this off because there's nothing in here really, but there'll be gold in it. And then I'm going to show you the mat. So this is just what I couldn't scrape up with the spoon. Ooh. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is just from the dregs. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what I call a freaking good result. Look at all of that gold. We had migration down to about 50% of the mat too. I can see a little bit down here, so more than likely we've lost some in the bucket. But that's why we've got that bucket there. That first run's probably honestly good for 90+% of the gold that we ran through it. So I'm not too phased. What I do is I throw them through big cleanups. I'll usually take them back out into the creek and just run them through another sluice run when I use that bucket again. Just look at all of that gold. World's most expensive toothbrush currently. Need more water. More water. For a little bit of scale, we're going to put it in the same size pan as what we did the coarse pieces in. By the time this video airs, I'll have given this piece of gold away to someone very important to me. So I wanted to show you this before I filmed, so you get to see it as well. Just a refresher, this is our coarse piece gold. And we're going to find out what's in this together. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, well. It's just not like, it's not every day you get to go there and mine this sort of stuff. Seeing clean up that good is just, it makes you feel really good. I don't think no matter how many cleanups you do, if you get a good cleanup, it brings that same sense of joy back, and I love that. I'm just going to get both of these cleaned up. No, we're going to have to do this in stages. There's so much gold that I can't do it properly. Hang on. Right, we're going to snuff a bottle up this stuff and then just keep gradually cleaning it. What an unusual problem to have. So I've got all the little stuff sucked up in here, not completely clean but sucked up, and we're just going to add the chunky bits. Two things. It took a while, but we got it clean. And the second thing is, apparently my beard was inhibiting my ability to find gold, because that's unreal. Look at that. So I let the gold dry out overnight, and that is our result, next to a Clash Guitars pick for some scale. I also reran the tailings to see how much our tiny sluice box blew out, which we know there was going to be some, but I was surprised. That right there is all we lost after running the entire bucket through that tiny sluice box, which is a really good result. I mean, we can't ask much more of a sluice that's already full of gold to keep catching all of the gold. In the future, I'm actually planning on making a much bigger sluice box with nothing but that matting in there, which will basically make those losses zero. This is the lead we recovered. After I finished rerunning the tailings, I went back through and I pulled out all the garnets that were pickable. I mean, there was thousands more in those tailings, but these are just the ones that we could pick up. I have no idea if any of these are actually gem quality, but this is sort of the average size you find out of this spot. Alright, we're going to tear this off, and we're actually going to weigh up the garnets first. We've got it on carats. Garnets are worth $50 a carat minimum for cuttable stones. Now, I don't think any of these are actually going to be cuttable, but it's nice to know how many carats we've actually got here in raw form, just for fun. Ooh, there's a lot. Almost 10 carats on the dot, so theoretically, if they were all cuttable, it would be $500 worth of garnets. Now for the part you've all been waiting for, the gold. We have the scale tared off to 0 on grams. Now my guess is 2.5 grams over 10 hours. What's your guess? Okay, we're past my guess. 4.48 grams, are you freaking kidding? That's nuts! 4.48 grams! Just panning in 2 days. That's... oh man, okay, well let's say 4.4 because there's a little bit of black sand in there, but if we say 4.4, that's 2.2 grams a day for 5 hours worth of panning. Unlike the garnets, the gold value is true. 375 Australian dollars that's worth in just 10 hours of gold panning. And I mean, at the end of the day, isn't this what gold prospecting is all about? It's a big kid's treasure hunt. Getting out there, finding the treasure. And from seeing that sluice mat fill up with gold, to picking the garnets out, and doing the final weigh-in for 4.48 grams, that, to me, is living the dream. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you like this video, chances are you'll like other videos that are up on my channel page. Hitting the subscribe button is completely free and it gives you access to well over 300 videos all on gold prospecting out in the wild and here at home. And until I see you next time, remember to like that smash button, give this video a share if that's something you're into. Peace from the Northeast, and I'm out.